We send a positive influence to everyone, God. Boy, girl, man, woman, family, teen. God, let them know, God, that it's worth it.
Yes.
We're making mistakes we did, God. Jesus. Father, we just ask that you bless this time, God, and let your voice be heard. In Jesus' name,
Amen.
Amen. That was awesome.
All right.
Revolution.
Real simple. Do what I say.
No.
He says, she says. Look, women are just too bossy, too impatient.
Get that
they can
outta
be
here.
too degrading. They're just too dang on aggressive.
Where did that come from?
Yeah.
Men are controlling.
Come on.
They think they know everything.
You can't be
They
serious.
never want to admit when they're
Are
wrong.
you kidding me?
Who's right?
Really?
Who's wrong? Who knows?
Wow.
She says.
He says. Gender versus gender, Adam versus Eve face off. This is not your everyday run-of-the-mill battle of the sexes, people. We are a show that deals with men, women, and all the pieces of their puzzles.
Why don't men call?
It could be he just not that into you.
When is it cheating?
Perhaps it's cheating if he just happens to get caught.
Where is my child support?
The check could be in the mail, or maybe there's a backup in the computer system. Who knows?
Why do men have a problem with women who make more money than them?
Probably because men still have to pay the bills, still have to pay for dinner, still have to pay for movies, still have to pay. Where's the math in it? He says.
She says.
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 You can't be serious. He says, she says.
Featuring your co-hosts, Andrea Carr Willis and Reginald Dye, Mondays at 7 on the Thea Broadcasting Network.
Hello, and happy April to you and yours throughout your part of the world, throughout your neck of the woods, throughout your land and your area. It is a beautiful, beautiful spring day here in Metro Atlanta, Georgia, live from FBN Studios here. We are delighted to bring you, after a week off, he says,
She says.
good evening. I am Reginald Dye.
And I'm the Northern Belle, Andrea Carr.
And we do apologize in advance. The Northern Belle has a bit of an attitude because she's been without she's been without her wonderful co-host for 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
So she suffered from separation anxiety. We were off last week for spring break.
That's why you got the cake, huh?
That's
The
why I
cake is
got
about
the
to
cake.
be in his face.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and the man eye.
Yes, eat the cake, anime.
Eat the cake.
Praise God, I celebrated a birthday. I celebrated a birthday this past April the 1st. No, it is not a joke. The trouble is not in your set. Yes, I celebrated an April 1st birthday. And I was born at exactly 12 midnight. So,
Are you kidding me?
I am telling the absolute truth.
So now we understand why, right, ladies?
It all
Yeah.
makes sense.
I've never met
evident.
that
Me neither.
Yes.
And on April 1st.
You want me to sing to you?
Yeah, go ahead and break a little something off.
Where's the camera?
Happy birthday to you. Shooby-doo, shooby-doo. Happy birthday
Eat the cake.
to you. You
Look at those faces.
Happy birthday Shua. Happy birthday.
Oh my God.
To you.
I'm gonna figure it out tonight.
Many more.
From our actress.
Chocolate. Hey, we just having fun. For those familiar with the FBN family, we are truly blessed
Yes.
to have co-hosts of Cameos of Love.
Yes.
You can reach them on Thursdays, every Thursday at 7 p.m. Please welcome Sherelle Anderson to the show.
That was my voice y'all heard. Really? I don't do that for a living, but if you want me to sing, no problem.
That was
Okay.
That was Suge Avery at her best. Sister, move right
That's what I
on.
thought you were going to say.
I'm going to sing. You've been on my mind.
Sherelle is with us tonight to touch on an important topic. We're talking teens tonight, teens and sex and sexuality. Not only is she co-host for Cameos of Love, she is also founder and president of the all-new organization focusing on abstinence for teens. It's called Teens What's the Rush?
Yes.
Teens.
Yes.
Yes.
What's the rush? It teaches abstinence, and it's a moral organization that focuses on teenagers waiting for their husband and wife, the spouse that God has given them. And we're also truly blessed to have back with us in the studios. She's serving as the Director of Content Development for Teens What's the Rush.
Yes.
She is also writer and director for, what's the name of that show that y'all do?
Money, power, and respect.
You know
Money,
what?
power, and
That is the
respect.
We need
most
to emphasize
talked about
respect.
The most
show
talked
in
about show in
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
How could you not know that?
Because he's not from here. That's that South Carolina stuff in his
I
head.
mean, it's the
again.
most talked about show in Atlanta. How could
Yeah,
you?
he was born on
Yeah.
April 1st, remember?
Remember,
yeah,
that's
okay.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's,
Jokes.
It's
We understand.
And you got some people over there that's just not over the Real Housewives thing yet. So, you know, we're not plugging you. We're not.
We're not.
I don't like your show.
Okay.
Tell you the truth.
Stop.
You know what?
I'm gonna need a check for you doing that.
Well, I'm just saying what everybody's thinking. Truly blessed to have with us Miss Deanna Willer. Deanna Willer is
Yes.
CEO and one of the best cooks in all of Metro Atlanta.
Go,
You need
girl.
something
Gosh.
decorated, coordinated, and celebrated.
Come on now.
You want to contact
That's a
Deanna
good slogan.
Willer.
I like that.
She
Write that
is
down.
she is CEO of House
Damn.
of Chloe. House
Yes,
of Chloe
the
is
House
an
of
organization
Chloe.
which is a spiritual retreat for women. Women, there are times when you have to get away,
Yes.
but you don't quite
Like
have it like
now.
that to get away.
Calgon, take me
But
away.
she provides you with a
Yes,
local
absolutely.
outlet,
Yes.
a
Oh,
very discreet and very intimate location where you can just be one with God and you can be one with womanhood and sisterhood. Welcome, Deanna, to the show. How are you?
Hello, hello. Thank you
right.
for having me.
Oh,
I'm
it's
excited.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. We want to talk teens. What's the rush? And we want to hear from you. By all means, give us a call locally, cell phone or not. You can reach us. No excuses. 770. Wow, I've been gone for 2 weeks. What's the phone number?
498-0125.
Get out of here. Yeah.
You know, they can't go on vacation. You see?
Loses.
Again,
He
she
lost his keys,
she-
so now he's lost other things.
Pray for our dear co-host. She's still mad about that. Dr. P and myself, we were both out of the studios and out of town last week. I was in New Orleans on a youth mission trip. Took 85 youth there. Had a wonderful time. 85 youth came back. They came back not refreshed, not revitalized. They came back tired because we worked them. Continue to be in prayer for the city of New Orleans.
Yes.
It's been 6 years, going on 6 years since Hurricane Katrina, but it's still a whole lot of work to do.
Wow.
Facebook is pleased for the social networking people out there. Facebook and He Says, She Says, or the Twitter page. No, I don't know this because I never have to say it. So, Andre, that Twitter page is
He says, she says 10.
He Says, She Says 10. We want to hear from you all because there is just too much going out there. But I'll stop talking and I'll pass it on to our dear sister, Sherelle Anderson. Sherelle, talk to us about your organization and what is the intent, what is the objective, and How's it going thus far?
It is going amazingly. This is an organization. Thank you, Reggie.
Oh, you quite well.
I didn't say thank you
That is all right.
to the coast.
You
Reggie.
said it about the song.
I just-
Right.
song
That
you
was
gave.
thanks enough.
And what about the Northern Belle and saying, thank you so much for having me on the show today.
Oh, your family.
And I have to say this before I talk about the organization. When God told me to do this back in January, He laid it out as if He said, here, do this. Picture perfect. And I had no confusion. It was complete, like, okay. I mean, for 1 second I said, me? Me? But then once that was over, it was completely clear what my mission was and is. And He showed me some people that was going to come on board and help me make this a reality. And some of those people are right here today, so I cannot go any further without saying that Miss Andrea Carr and Miss Tamika Mitchell are my content developers.
Yes, we are.
Okay?
Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you.
Yes. And Deanna Wheeler right here, she is one of my dear friends, one of our advisors for the Teens What's the Rush, and she is an incredible spirited woman to where she, if my mind is too cloudy and I'm just spazzing out for whatever reason, God will tell her what to tell me.
All right.
It's called
That's
divine
awesome.
connection.
Yeah,
divine
praise
connection.
God.
I like
Absolutely.
that.
Yes.
I like that.
No, I mean, when I tell you, she had me in the middle of her floor and she held my hand and she told me, God said, you don't have to disconnect from your acting.
Wow.
And explain how our forums would go.
Okay.
Every time I say that, I get chills.
That was a powerful moment right there.
It was.
Wow.
So Teens What's the Rush was started actually from a conversation with my sons and I. My sons came at 13 and 14 and said, Mom, we want some condoms.
Whoa.
And at that moment, I said, boy, go ahead, please. You don't need no condom. And they looked at me straight in the face, and it's not rocket science, they said. So at 13 and 14, figuring that sex is not rocket science, it was like, okay, oh, God, something's wrong. Now, a couple of thoughts went through me. You know, they were comfortable enough. I'm doing something right. They were comfortable enough to come and talk to me before they did anything.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know. Just a little bit.
bit.
And then secondly, I had to do something.
Okay.
And so I said, okay, well, we'll have a show with Cameos of Love called Teens and Sex, What's the Rush? Well, 2 days later, God said, He woke me up in the middle of the night. He said, that's not what you're going to do. This is what you're going to do.
Wow.
And I sat up in the bed, my husband and I, we just started writing everything out.
Writing the vision, making it plain, right?
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
yes. And I said, God, you know, how am I going to do all of this? And He showed me the faces of the people that were going to help. And when I spoke to those people, the first thing was, oh my gosh, sure, are you serious? I'd be honored to.
Wow.
And when I explained the vision to them, as far as like, even like our public service announcement, God showed it to me just like that. I told them, it came out just like that. So what does that tell you? That God is speaking to them too.
All right.
And you know, but it's an amazing organization. And I will correct one thing, Mr. Dye.
Yes, ma'am.
It is not an abstinence program.
Okay.
We don't even use that word. That's a bad word.
Okay.
Bad word.
Okay. With that said, but are we? Is the organization saying to teens, no, this is not what you want to do?
No,
Or
that's
is-
not. No.
Okay.
I'll
If you
let
could-
I'll let Tamika Mitchell explain it
Okay, Tamika Mitchell, Content Development Director for Teens What's the Rush.
because we're all on one page here. We're all on
That's
one
good.
accord.
I love to hear it. I love to
No
hear
confusion.
It. All right, go right
Yes, pretty much. The whole idea of it is to get them to make the correct decisions in life.
Okay.
You know, of course, having sex now would be just too much. You know, what is the rush? And that's pretty much what we want to put in their face. What are the consequences of having sex? You know, you could possibly get pregnant. You may catch a disease that you cannot get rid of. Condoms are not 100%. You know, so even with using condoms, we're trying to put that on the forefront in their faces to let them know that these are the things that can happen to you when you make the wrong decisions. You may not finish school because you got a baby, you know? There's a lot of different life changes that they can go through by making the wrong decisions. So if we, you know, not only get positive teens to show them that, hey, I can still be cool and go to school, do my work, you know, make the right decisions, and I can still be that person that's popular in the school, that's, you know, this number one guy that everybody wants to kick it with. I can be that guy and still not have to make those decisions. You know, so that's pretty much what we're doing. We're working with the teens that we're working with to try to get them to pull the other teens to let them know, hey, just because you're not out there, you know, having sex or doing drugs or whatever, doesn't mean that you're not cool.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
we're really talking about the reduction of teen sex.
Okay.
The reduction. So if we say, if you're doing it 3 times a day, let's get it reduced down to 1. And then that one time, they'll abstain on their own because we're going to get them to doing so many other positive things. So, and the reason why we don't use the word abstinence is because they know what that means. That means that, yeah, this is one more thing that you cannot do. I forbid you to do. You're not going to do. You better not do, or else.
Okay.
And so when we are told what we can't do, we want to find out why can't we do it.
Exactly.
So they're going to go and they're going to do it. And so if we go the backdoor approach and say, look, let's just reduce this thing.
Okay.
While we're taking away those instances of sex that they're doing, and we're replacing it with, okay, here's a mentor that's going to teach you how to play golf. Here's another mentor that's going to teach you tennis. Here's another one that's culinary arts. Here's another one that's going to get you trained up to be a leader. They're going to, 6 months down the line, they're going to like, oh, wait, I haven't thought about it. I haven't done it. I don't want to.
Exactly.
And that's how this program works. That's how this program is going to reach and connect with millions and millions of teens and parents.
They need to be productive.
Yes.
Right.
We also have the Rush Council, which is comprised of 7 top teens that we're going to be interviewing that's going to lead the teen-to-teen peer groups. They're going to be the face of it. They're going to be the ones in the forefront, going to the communities, going to the schools, speaking to their peers. And Rush, and I'll get to Deanna Wheeler, why she is so vital in this in this organization, is because Rush stands for Restoring Unity to Build Stronger Homes. So while we're building up our teenagers in the auditorium,
Okay.
the parents, when they go home, they have to be on the same page. They can't be here, the teens here, and then the parents are, yeah, right, you're going to do that. So while we're in there talking with the teens, Deanna Wheeler in the House of Chloe is going to be uplifting the parents and getting them on the same page through, and the teens learn through monologues and skits. We're not just talking at them. No. It's completely interactive.
Okay. Sounds good.
It's completely interactive.
With that said, Deanna, with the purpose of Teens Watch the Rush, you're placed with a significant challenge of the organization saying not have sex as much. You having the significant challenge, the challenge of getting the parents on the same page. What are some of the things that you will provide to help parents understand this is what Teens Watch the Rush is trying to do, and this is how you can be a part of it, and how you can contribute?
Well, first of all, Reg, we have to realize that we create the challenge. It's really not a challenge. We're making it seem as if it is.
Okay.
So we just got to create the atmosphere where there's no confusion. You see, and if there's a disconnect in the homes. You know, no families are sitting down eating anymore.
Right.
No families are, they're not
Great.
communicating. And what happens is that the kids are doing their own thing.
Yeah.
And the parents are doing their own thing. So what happens is they don't give an opportunity to speak to one another. Like, how was your day? What happened? So with the House of Chloe, it was actually, believe it or not, it came out of 1 Corinthians where it talked about there's no division in Christ. Christ is not divided. So why are we divided?
Exactly.
So that division, it starts before the beginning of time. This is already going to happen. He's just letting you in on it.
How about that?
He's just letting you in on it. Because there is a legacy we have to leave of wealth, knowledge, and power. So if we don't leave that legacy and inform our children, well, this is what Mama did. But this is how I came out of her. This is how I was able to overcome. They don't know because they're teaching themselves.
Exactly.
Because kids are raising kids now. There
Right.
are no, are there any grandmas really?
Right.
They're still young.
Okay,
Yeah, 30-year-old grandmother.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, really, and I'm saying, well, Lord, how can we come together to reestablish the foundation of what the family was built on?
Yeah.
So once, now that we have the purpose to be driven, how can we reconnect the families by communicating?
Okay.
So through this, and that's why God put that in my spirit about the acting, is that a lot of times kids develop a communication through their acting skills.
Right.
Even though even when you talk about rapping or singing or dance, a lot of times they interpret what they're really feeling through these outlets.
Yes.
So if the parents can sit down and see what their kids are speaking to them, but not really saying a word,
Right.
and their interpretation, they say, "Wow, I didn't know you felt that way." Oh, wow, I didn't know the kids were dealing with this. Wow, where was the
Exactly.
disconnect? So all we're trying to do is create an environment, no confusion, and that's where we come in with the House of Chloe and bridging the gap.
Bridging that gap.
Bridging the gap. So that's what I'm really excited about, that being able to create the atmosphere and the environment for the parents to hear.
Okay, sounds good. That sounds good. I was just about to be the soapbox advocate, but I guess that was the Lord saying, not right now, because we're up against the break.
That was 20 minutes already?
I guess so.
Already.
That's good stuff. Good stuff.
Time flies when you're being productive.
How about
I believe
that?
I
How
believe
about that?
Absolutely.
Hey, when we come back, we are going to continue to speak with the organization and leadership team of Teens Watch the Rush. Slow it down, young people. You don't have to go so fast. Hey, I'm Reginald Dye,
And I'm Andrea Carr.
and we are here, and you are in tune to He Says.
She says.
We'll be right back in a moment.
FIA Broadcasting Network is now seeking talk shows covering the following subject matter: sports, economy, school and education, cars from antiques to repairs, love and life issues, and finally, music and entertainment. Got a show or an idea? Give us a call at area code 770-498-0125. That's area code 770-498-0125. Or visit us on the World Wide Web at www.fiaworld.com. That's FIA, F as in Frank, IA, world.com. FIA, where pricing and cost are always affordable. FIA Broadcasting Network, bringing you the best in talk entertainment. We look forward to hearing from you.
Oh, this is
Oh, okay, that's good.
That's what's up.
I got the girls from Sisters on. I told them to.
Yes.
Welcome.
Okay,
back.
hello, and we are back. You are tuned to another episode of He Says.
She says.
Okay, we're waiting on the other part. All right. Hey, I'm
She
Reggie.
says, I did it all by myself. I should just be quiet this whole time.
Woo, woo, woo. I'm Reginald Dye.
And I'm the Northern Belle.
Hey, we are in tune. Our topic tonight, Teens Watch the Rush. We're here with Sherelle Anderson, founder and president of the organization, in line with the topic,
sorry.
Teens Watch the Rush. I just got kicked under the table. I don't know if I did something wrong or said something. But
They didn't see that though.
they didn't see that.
He tells everything.
felt
He
it.
can't hold water.
Can't hold water. I'm a big snitch.
Snitches. get
Director of
stitches.
Content Development, Tamika Mitchell. And I'm sorry, sometimes we just have too much fun.
Okay,
This city
bringing it
girl did
back.
something else.
I
We're back.
know,
We're back
I
now.
know. Bad jokes, bad.
Deanna Willer, CEO and president of House and Chloe Incorporated.
The House of Chloe.
The House of Chloe? Okay.
Yes.
House of Chloe.
Take two. And action. Deanna Willer, CEO of The House of Chloe, a spiritual retreat for women in the historical village of Stone Mountain, right outside of Atlanta. Welcome to you all. When we went to the break, before we went to the break, I wanted to touch on this, and I guess in my soapbox advocate type persona right about now. Now, if we're teaching teen sexual reduction or teen deterrence from teen sexuality, and we're all believers, why aren't we touching on the A word as abstinence?
I love that question. I'm so glad you asked because I'm waiting for a bunch of people to say, "What do you mean reduce? What message are you trying to convey? If you're saying reduce, you're not saying abstinence. How many abstinence programs have worked? Not a lot.
Okay.
How many adults sit up here and look at their children down there and do this? You better, not. And how many of those are successful in saying, okay, well, mama said I better not, or else, so I'm not. You're right. It's not going to happen. My mother told me, you better not. And guess what? I did.
You did.
I did.
Who didn't?
Who didn't?
Who didn't?
I did. And as a result, you have to think, okay, change is good. Come on, America. It is not working. Abstinence programs are not working completely. I'm not saying they're not working at all, but they're not working completely because any person that is told not to do something, especially teenagers that don't come back to school without your homework, you better take the trash out or else. Don't go into school and don't go to the store and ask for anything. You got all these don'ts and you better nots in their head. Okay, now, on top of those 10 things, don't have sex. Okay, guess what? Out of those 11 things that you just gave me, I'm going to do some of them. And sex sounds real fun, so I might do that first.
Because everybody else is doing it.
Because everybody else is doing it.
Okay.
Okay, so the approach of reduction is we're still wanting them to abstain, but let them do it. Let's get on the same level as our teens and say, what's the rush? What is the rush? Okay, my mother and all my uncles, I see them and the uncles my mom brings home all the time, and she doesn't. My mom says I'm not pretty enough to get the boy, but he said I'm gorgeous. My dad, I just want somebody to love me.
Really find themselves.
Yes.
Value.
Exactly.
So asking that question is getting us a lot of information, and if we stop being so high and mighty and do this with our teens and say, you have a voice. Tell me. So let's help you.
With that said, and I just have to ask it, can we still be in the fellowship role? Can we still interact with our teens? Can we still be involved in a close proximity of their lives spiritually, mentally, physically, all the above, and still teach abstinence? Or do you think just the word itself being thrown at them is more of a reason to do rather than not to do?
That word is strong, though. That word is strong.
That's the word.
I just want, I just want to come alongside you, just like I passed. I just want to come alongside you.
Hey, I got
And if you're in progress, just like in some areas of my life, I'm still in progress. Let's do this thing together.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of you going to school, sneaking your little skirts and your high heel shoes in your bag and changing clothes.
Because it happens. It happens.
I did it.
Me too.
And that's what I just was going to say. In our generation, we are the ones that did it. So we're the ones that can speak to it. My daughter and I, we talk very frankly. I'm very open and honest. I had sex at a young age. I got pregnant at a young age. It was out of wedlock. Look how we're struggling. Do you want this struggle? No. Because I was looking for love. I'm just going to be very honest. And I'm very honest with my children because I do not want them to repeat my mistakes. I think if we got off the soapbox and sat down on the sofa and told the real deal, Holyfield.
I'm going to say that in my meeting.
But if we actually,
when he said, she says.
if you actually talk to your children and told the truth, one of the things with me, my mom and I didn't talk about sex. She gave me a book. I was 12 years old.
You just walk around.
And that book said how to penetrate, how eggs went through ovulation and your menstruation, but it didn't tell me anything. I knew nothing about sex.
Wow.
So, of course, I'm curious because all my friends were doing it. They're talking about it, have this great, wonderful feeling. And I'm going to be honest and make myself transparent. My best friend and I had a bet about it. That's how I lost my virginity. It was a bet.
You won the bet.
Wow. No, it was not a win bet. It was the who can do it first bet.
Yeah, and me and my friends did it too.
And
So,
that's
yeah,
what.
that is so
because
true.
we didn't know.
That is so
we
true.
had no clue what we were doing. What I was giving away was a treasure.
That's right.
Exactly.
I had
That's
no
right. The value,
idea
bringing that value
until
back.
It was a
it has
thing
to be
of-
valued. We didn't know.
Breaking out of my virgin.
A bet,
she's out
sex bet.
Yeah.
That's
Sex
what
and
it was.
gambling?
Yeah. Pretty much.
The boys are doing it now,
The
probably.
boys
you
are
know,
doing
but
it now, but we
no.
as girls, because we didn't know, and we didn't have anyone that we felt comfortable to talk about it. So we were each other's person to talk to.
Exactly.
Now you got idiot one and idiot two. We don't
Exactly.
know.
Dumber and
Dumb and
dumber.
dumber. Dumb and dumber.
Dumber and dumber.
So we're like, let's just go for it.
Yeah.
And it's,
Yeah.
And I was like, this is what the big deal was? Oh, Lord. Please.
Well, that could have been a reflection on.
But how would I know?
Okay.
That's what I'm
Any
saying.
one
We
of
had
those
no
statistics.
idea.
Okay. Hey, we'd love for you to jump in on the conversation. You can reach us here at our studios at 770-498-0125. Got the number right that time. Facebook Facebook us at He Says, She Says, or on our Twitter page at
He says, she says 10.
Hey, want to state a couple of facts. We'll go statewide and then national. Statewide, here in the state of Georgia, Georgia has the 8th highest teen birth rate in the nation.
Nation.
Number 8.
Nation.
Number 8.
Wow.
And the big issue with that is we're in the top 10 as it relates to teen pregnancy. In the bottom 5 as it relates to academics.
Okay.
Something is wrong
See, there's
with that
something
in the
wrong.
state of
Yes.
Georgia.
Exactly.
Here's another one. Over 22,500
Work it. Learn how
Over
to work.
22,500.
over 22,500
Teen
teen pregnancies
pregnancies
occur each year in the state of Georgia. That's 62 new teen pregnancies each day, or over 2 teen pregnancies an hour.
Yes.
Every hour
Every
within a 24-hour day, ladies and gentlemen, a
Something
teenager,
has to be done.
teenagers are
And they're sitting
conceiving.
up in their house,
Every
their
hour.
parents' house, having
Two.
this kid.
It just took place
Yeah.
this hour. Next
Just this
hour,
hour.
another 2.
Yeah.
So on and so forth. Over the past decade in the state of Georgia, the pregnancy rate for Latino girls actually increased, while rates for other groups decrease. Now, somebody can look at that in a positive sense if you're an eternal optimist, but if
Come
you're
on
a
now.
realist, like what's going on in the studio, it's still an issue. Another
Exactly.
It is.
Another factoid, if you will, 58% of all teenagers were having sex in 1991. In 2009, that dropped to 36%. Now, the problem is, whether it's dropped down that percentile or not, it's still an overwhelming problem.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Especially with the threat of mutated sexual STDs, mutated STDs.
Right.
And correct me if I'm wrong, ladies, but I did read this some time ago, and anybody can jump in and touch on it.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Diseases can remain, sexually transmitted diseases can remain dormant in women for over a year.
Yeah.
And I think HIV can remain dormant in a woman for up to 4 years. So with that said, is that not enough to just say, hey, if I really want to go
do
there,
this?
Pump the
Exactly.
brakes.
Yeah.
Pump the
condom
brakes.
or not? Yes,
I
the
want it.
percentage is on the condom. It says what, 99.9%?
Exactly.
No, it's got to be a
No.
lot lower than that.
Yeah.
It can tear, it can rip, it can fall off.
Thank you.
You can feel like it's just so good to you that you don't want to wear it at all, and before you know it, you've gotten yourself into a big mess. Hey, anybody want to touch on that as it relates to the numbers, state of Georgia, nationwide,
Not
all the
only
different
that,
negative
though.
percentile that's taking place?
Not only that, what people fail to realize is that HPVs are a form of cancer.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
And you know, a lot of us men and boys and girls, a lot of them are afraid to go to the doctor. They're having unprotected sex. Then on top of that, they're not going to the doctor on a regular basis to make sure that everything is working properly, everything is right. So what happens when if you have the HIV, you're not going to the doctor, so guess what's going to happen? Eventually it's going to turn to AIDS and you're untreated.
And you just spread it.
You know,
Spread it and think you're clean.
I mean, it's at a point where, you know, we have to wake up. That's why our organization is so successful, even in the short couple of months that we've been established, because we're, you know, the more we speak to people about the reduction of teen sex and how we're reaching our teens, it's like, aha, okay, I get it.
I get it.
You know, they're doing monologues and they're doing skits on the teen experiences. We're not talking at them.
Right.
We're,
That's the
we're
difference.
allowing them to
See.
use the venue of arts to show their peers what's going on. It's an amazing forum. I'm trying to find a
'Cause they're
word
not-
to
and
say
also they're
instead
thinking-
of forum, because it's just not that. You
It's
know,
more
You know what's so
than that.
amazing
It
is that
is.
a lot of times they don't know. They think they're the only one. So when you express that and say, "Oh my God, I can identify with that,"
Exactly.
so that helps them to be able to overcome, you know, these barriers of
That
not
they're
being able to
going through.
communicate. Exactly. So that's a great
Yeah.
form. I love it.
I actually shared. Remember when I shared? I had to sit down with the teens and let them know why we're doing this, and what's the importance of embracing what we're doing. And I shared with them a few things, and a few of them cried. I told them, you know, I was the one having sex early. I was also the one that was raped early.
Wow.
And then I was also the one that had my daughter at 16. So all of this was prior to 16. You understand? So I'm opening myself up now to the world. And I'm getting real nervous about it a little bit because my voice is starting to shake, but this is my first time telling the world, because I don't, you know,
That's your
however
testimony.
millions
Set
of
others
people that's watching and that can actually go back and say, hey, I watched this show, click on this, and can still keep looking at it. You know, all of these things happened to me before the age of 16. Bodies aren't ready for that. No. Bodies aren't ready for that.
Yeah.
And that testimony you went through was for them. You know, a lot of
Yeah.
times we get caught up in this about me. It's about me. God is saying it's much bigger than you. So
Exactly.
it's not your testimony to keep. You're
Exactly.
supposed to reveal that, and that's where parents can wake up and say, "Aha, yep, okay." we
Yeah,
went
because
through
your
the same thing.
testimony is going to help the next person.
Exactly.
Somebody else is going through the same thing you went through. Because like I was saying, all of these things that happen, every woman, man has been through something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have been through something. Like, I love the movie For Color Girls, because in that movie, you got all these different women of all different walks of life, but they all go through something,
Right.
another, where somebody can feel, I can feel your pain. I know what you went through. Maybe mine wasn't that bad, but I had a portion of what you went through. You know what I'm saying? So I still feel that. And in all of those women, I could see something out of each person, like, wow, you know, that reflected upon me. And I was like, wow, you know, I mean, that was awesome.
Yeah. Let me just correct this. I want to make sure that I do my family justice. My husband and I have 3 children together. So
And been
the
married
sex and the
since.
rape happened prior to my husband. And I was one of the blessed ones that still has my children's father, not my baby daddy. My children's father.
That's right. That's right. Big difference. Big difference.
My children's
Big
father
difference.
in my life now for 23 years. My
Amen.
daughter,
That's right.
my
Amen.
daughter.
Praise God.
Praise
Yeah.
God for that. Oh my
That's
God,
awesome.
yes.
Black people do get married. For those out there that's
Thank
just caught
you.
up in the society statistic. Go right ahead, sis. Sorry about that.
And you know, I wanted to talk about also is generational curses.
Right. Breaking.
Oh yeah,
Break- we
real.
can break them. So for those who, you know, we want to talk with the teens and allow them to interact with us. If they have not had sex, they're still virgins, as well as the ones that have. And it's
Yeah.
okay to say, I want to recommit my body. Just
That's
like
right.
you're born
Christ
again.
can do it. Yes.
Right, born
Yes.
again Christian. I want to recommit.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And what's so amazing too, if I may interject, is it's really the mindset.
Yes.
It goes back to the mindset because you think about it before you physically do it.
Exactly.
So how can we change the mindset of our generation today and of the parents? So if we just get in the minds and we talk about we leaving a legacy, we leave a legacy of poverty, we leave a legacy of certain things about sex and how you walk around that elephant, nobody talks about it. So now we need to leave a legacy to empower people to move forward
That's
and
right.
actually walk in their destiny.
Ooh,
That's ultimately what it's about.
praise God. I got
Absolutely.
chills on that one. Jesus. Ooh.
Hey, when we come back, we're going to continue to touch on teens. What's the rush?
Yes.
Hey, slow it down, baby.
Pump
I'm
the
Reginald
brakes.
Dye.
And I'm the Northern Belle.
And you are in tune to He Says.
She says.
We'll be right back.
FIA Broadcasting Network is now seeking talk shows covering the following subject matter: sports, economy, school and education, cars from antiques to repairs, love and life issues, and finally, music and entertainment. Got a show or an idea? Give us a call at area code 770-498-0125. That's area code 770-498-0125. Or visit us on the World Wide Web at www.fiaworld.com. That's FIA, F as in Frank, IA, world.com. FIA, where pricing and cost are always affordable. FIA Broadcasting Network, bringing you the best in talk entertainment. We look forward to hearing from you.
Cameos of Love.
It's all about relationships.
This show will give you some comfort, it will enlighten you, and I guarantee we will make you laugh. We talk about some serious issues. We are not afraid to tackle those situations.
Man, we really do want to hear what you gotta say.
Cameos of Love on the FIA Broadcasting Network. Cameos of Love. See ya.
See if we can push this envelope just a little further.
Amazing, isn't it?
Very. That sneaky bastard could not wait to stab me in my back.
We'll see about this.
Now, down. Gather your things, you can go. I didn't realize that you and your family were so close.
I trained him. He's the best.
Horrible thing to say.
That's easy for you to say, secret agent guy. You love the bastard.
Your days are numbered.
He will pay what he owes, or he'll pay with his life.
Now, what you plan on doing about Eric Donovan? You really do have to do this. Phase 1 is done.
Project Population Control is underway.
He says, she says.
This is not your everyday run-of-the-mill battle of the sexes, people.
Tune in so you can find out, do men really come from a different planet?
You will not only hear what I think as a man.
Women are just too bossy.
Or are they okay here?
But you will also hear what I think of women.
They think they know everything.
You can't be serious. Mondays at 7 on the FIA Broadcasting Network.
Hello, we're back. Hey, I am Reginald Dye.
And I'm the Northern Belle, Andrea Carr.
Hey, please listen to us if you get a chance in between breaks. Well, y'all want to hear some stuff? We got it for you. You are in tune to another segment of He Says,
She Says.
Hey, the topic for tonight, teens, what's the rush? Talking about sex and sexuality. Our guest in the studio this evening, founder and president of Teens, What's the Rush? The organization that wants you to just slow it down and find some other things to do besides do one another.
Like that.
Okay.
You can write that one down.
Write that one down. Now that is real talk.
That was off the cuff. That was definitely off the cuff.
Sherelle Anderson to the
Write
show.
that
Welcome,
down.
founder and president
Oh
of
my
Teens,
goodness.
What's the Rush? Director of Content Development for Teens, Rush the Rush, Virginia native Tamika Mitchell, and from East St. Louis herself, CEO of the House of Chloe.
Not from East St. Louis.
Why are you picking? Whoa.
An Atlanta native.
You're not gonna,
Just kidding.
you're not gonna correct him?
No.
I have two directors of content development.
Oh, two directors of
He
content
never
development.
used
Get to that part.
No, he wasn't.
Okay,
We wouldn't.
Director of Content
Exactly.
Development and CEO for the House of Chloe, Miss Deanna Willer. Welcome. to the
No,
show.
you still
I messed
screwed
that one
that
up too.
up. You screwed that up. Me and Andrea, Tamika Mitchell and Andrea Carr Willis,
He will never
the
give me my
Northern Belle,
pop. Right.
our
Your
content
co-host.
development.
You
Just
heard?
like a man. Just like a
Really?
man want to keep you suppressed, right?
He just want to keep me down. It's always the
Now,
crab
I'll
in the
tell you
barrel
what.
mentality.
Yeah, I'll tell you
Only
what.
be the host. That's it. You know.
No more singing for you.
All right, all right. Hey, 770-498-0125.
Right, take your cake back.
Eat the cake, Eddie man.
Or you look, I'm dealing with some crazy women in the studio. Y'all pray for me. Facebook is at He Says, She Says, or you can reach us via the Twitter page at
He says, she says 10.
Hey, love to share a comment. This is from Andrea in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Her question is, what advice do you give to that single parent or guardian who thought they had all the right conversations with the child while growing up, but suspects their child is sexually active in the house when they're at work, short of installing security surveillance?
Well, the question is, and thank you so much for your question. The answer, well, my question to you, first of all, is how do you know you were having the right conversation?
Well,
So true.
with that said,
I mean, because you can have the right conversation for our generation, but the question is, have you asked your child some things that they're going through? You know, every cause has an effect.
okay.
You know, if the child likes to wear, for instance, short skirts, low shirts, why? We don't give our children enough credit. They do have a voice. Ask them what's going on. We've done enough of the talking at the teens, and they're like, I mean, I can tune kids out easy. I mean, my kids can be running back and forth, and I don't even hear them. I rarely see them unless I do this. and my kids are 13, 15, and 21. And you know, I've been able to tune things out. So I'm saying that to say kids can tune things out too.
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Yap,
You gotta believe it.
and they're really thinking about how they're gonna update their Facebook page.
Okay. Then what do we say? What do we say to the teens, Deanna? What is it that we need to say? What is it that parents need to say to the teens to get their attention in an effort to get the right information out of them? One, supply the right information, and two, get the right information back from the teens themselves.
Well, Reggie, it's a process. I actually went through. I can certainly feel the woman. You know, because we said the same thing. I said, "Am I saying the right thing? Am I doing the right thing?" But you just have to be. A lot of times we try to be over excessive or under excessive. It's just be, and just talk to your child. Say, "Hey, how was your day? What's going on? Oh, did you? Oh, girl, I saw that you know, you may want to engage them by just regular conversation. Don't say, okay, what's going on? You know, what? Tell me what happened. Just engage them by regular conversation. Say, you know, that your dad and I were talking. And we're thinking that maybe, you know, right now boyfriend's not ready. Oh, mom, no, I need to do. So if you stimulate a conversation, they'll come forthright and tell you what's going on with their life, especially if you try to cut them off or you try to, make some changes or adjustments. So I just talk to them. Just talk to them.
And as a single parent, I would say with me, my daughter and I have a very open conversation because I'm very open about me.
Yes.
She knows I'm not running around with 20 different men. I've been abstinent since 2005. So she doesn't see people. She's like, I wish you would date. Please, please, please just get out the house. Do something.
Right.
Don't you always have to be here?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But we talk about things. We talk about her friends, and I don't judge.
Right.
Because I know I've been through a lot. There's not much we talked about that I haven't been through when it comes to rape and almost molestation, just different things in my life that I've been through. So anything she says, I'm not like, oh my God, you can't hang out with her. Don't talk to her. No. I'm opening up
Isn't
my
that
door.
a normal reaction? You better not ever go over her.
You better not.
Right.
She taints it. No. I'm saying, okay, well, let's make you safe. Have them come here. My house is safe. They don't have to worry. I want to meet parents.
Exactly.
I want to meet friends.
That's right.
If I don't meet them, they don't exist.
Exactly. And that's the biggest thing.
And I'm not scared to check her cell phone. I go on her Facebook page. I go on her. Nosy, yes. Privacy, no. Not under my roof, and I'm paying the bills because I'm not going to have a grandchild. Sorry, I'm too young.
And it's funny too because London will say her friends will say, "You told your mom you did this, or you told your mom." You said, "Yeah, my parents and I we talk all the time." So by example, the kids are starting to say,
open communication.
"Yeah, the open communication," and like you said,
that's
don't
what's
judge them.
needed. That's really what's needed because at the end of the day, if you let them know that you are the safe haven,
right?
You know what I'm saying? You can come to me and talk to me about anything, and I may get upset, but I'm not gonna go crazy. Come and let me know, you know.
agree.
And so with me, I don't have any kids, but I raise my nieces. And so with that being said, it was a struggle because when you're raising somebody else's child who's already been raised, in their way, it's hard. So I had to come in like, okay, I was the bad guy for a long time because my way was totally different. But my way kept them safe. And that what I kept, in their head, like, this is to help you, Well, so-and-so mama don't make her come in at 11 o'clock at night. Guess what? You don't live with so-and-so mama.
Right.
You live here with me. And I say, that 10 o'clock is sufficient enough for you to come in. You're only 17 years old. You have to finish high school.
The kids do want rules.
They do.
They invite that.
Yeah.
See, we think that, got to be a friend. I got to say, okay,
No,
this
don't
is
see
you
us
have to be a parent.
No, they
at
want
all
you to
times.
be like.
That's a
Have
big
some rules.
problem. Now you have to know the difference between being a friend and being a parent.
Exactly.
You can be a parent that's friendly, but you better never ever be your child's friend. And I let mine know. I brought you in 17 hours of labor, 24 and a half hours of labor. I will break it down D'Angelo at 28 and a half hours of labor. I'll take you out.
Wow.
Quickly.
And they respect you. They do. They respect you.
And they're going to respect you.
Yes, and it's interesting. I want to put my preaching hat on for a minute.
All right, come on now. Oh, because, you're going to be on the panel at the Teens What's the Rush Forum on Saturday.
I am?
Yeah, because you work with kids. So, we...
Hats off. And to make cut the cake work. Didn't he forget?
No, we're here. We're here. That forum for Teens What's the Rush. This coming Saturday, April 16th. We're going to touch on that in a moment. But I want to send a little something to all believers of the Christian faith. Because what happens is we all go through our trials and tribulations. Some by default. Some we cause on our own. And what happens when we become saved, delivered, and set free, for some strange reason or another, we place ourselves on such a pedestal.
Please, I can high five him.
And we're downing our teens. I can't believe that you're doing that. Just what were you thinking?
Please don't forget where you come from.
If
not arrived.
And believe me, when they say that the preacher kids are a little more aggressive, it can be that way because so much pressure
is put on them.
So much pressure is placed on them, and we do such a pitiful job, a pitiful disservice of downing them when they make a mistake or when they have these particular thoughts in their head, as if we didn't live it. And it's time we be real with our children. Hey, when I was out there, I had to tell my daughter's mother this. I didn't love your mother.
I've had the same conversation.
Her intelligence wasn't popping out of them jeans. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just being real.
But real.
Yeah, I wasn't
Real.
concerned.
It's true.
I wasn't concerned about the God in her. I was concerned about what was in that shirt.
Right.
That's right.
And
But
sadly,
you need to hear that.
when you react to those things,
the physical,
when you react to the physical, if that's all you see, at some point when can I be a little open?
God, please.
Okay,
Real
when the top portions sag and the bottom portions become wrinkled,
what do you have?
and you have nothing else, the only thing else you're gonna gain is misery. So, teens, yes, we messed up, and this is what not to do. This is how you have a better approach to sex and sexuality. Wait on your husband. Wait on your wife. Find other things to do that's going to help your spirit and your mind evolve and increase rather than your flesh.
I agree.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
That
was
definitely,
awesome, Reggie. That was
definitely
awesome.
agree. You know what I had to tell my children, all three? I never loved your father. I don't know what it is to be married and to have children by a man I love.
Wow.
And that's deep.
That is.
That's
That is.
really
That
deep.
is.
Yeah. And I never want my children to go through that. I want them to fall in love and do it the right way.
Wow.
So if I can help them by being plain and know they can see everything and keep them involved, I want that for them. I want my daughters to remain virgins because that's a gift. I wish I had that gift to give to someone.
Yes.
I wish
Praise God.
I've never been able to present it to my husband. That's a loss for me.
Exactly.
And I want them to know that. And my son too. That's a gift. Can you imagine falling in love, never, ever, ever having been with anyone and saying, this is our first time? I can only imagine it's magical.
You remember what Pastor said? He said when you wait and you actually wait for your husband or your wife, he was like, that first time be like pow, pow, pow. But when you've already gave it up and you've already done it, it's not as exciting as it would be.
Right. Because, you're comparing.
Wow.
Exactly.
Really?
Okay.
Women compare?
You know what?
Really?
Well,
Hey,
Subject change.
I do want to say
It's
this.
been so long, I ain't got nothing to compare. I don't remember. Cobwebs up in the brain.
It's so
I don't
funny.
know.
I do want to reflect, Sherelle, that there are some some families that are together for a long time, because my husband and I have been together for 26 years. And we've been married for London 16. We'll be married going on 18 years.
Wow.
So so it is important that longevity. That's what we want to.
Yes, I celebrate that. That's beautiful. Okay, we have a forum, Teens What's the Rush,
Teens
April
What's the
16th.
Rush? It's happening. It's happening.
It's happening.
On Saturday the 16th. It's this coming Saturday. Please stop what you're doing.
Write this down.
11
Teens
a.m.
What's the Rush? 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at 407 Ashwood Avenue, Atlanta, Georgia 30315. It is actually at the Atlanta Fire Rescue Center. Yes, it's at the Atlanta Fire Rescue Center.
Wow, rescue.
My
That's
husband,
actually a good thing.
How
Yes.
is that?
Yes,
Exactly.
rescue.
Okay, and not only that, my husband is an Atlanta fireman, so we've explained the mission and the vision of Teens What's the Rush to them, and they've opened up their academy for us.
Wow.
Not only that, we'll have firemen there, we'll have police officers there, not because someone's going to get arrested or someone's hurt, physically.
To share
It's
positive.
to show support and stand in numbers. Teens What's the Rush Forum is going to be happening every month. This is our first forum. You're going to be delighted. Bring your kids, bring your friends' kids, bring your friends, everybody.
Yes.
Where can they find out more information?
teenswhatstherush.com. Also Facebook at Teens What's the Rush. You can also check out our Rush Council. The Rush Council is also on Facebook.
I have one question regarding this forum. Will there be food?
There will be food.
Okay,
of course.
okay, I'll be there.
You'll be there now?
Hey, yes, I'll be there.
No
I'll be there.
ribs.
Okay.
No ribs and chicken.
I will be there. Serious talk. I will be there to help support
Thank
and to help encourage young people that there are other directions you have to go instead of the hard way. We thank you so much to our guest Sherelle Anderson, Content Development Director Tamika Mitchell, CEO of the House of Chloe, Deanna Wheeler.
Yes,
I'm Reginald Dye.
And I'm just underpaid, underloved,
I love you, but
you love me.
Hey, he says, she says, have a great week. God bless you.
You're listening to the FIA Broadcasting Network.
The show is taped on Mondays at 7:00 p.m.
On the internet at FIAworld.com. This
This show was produced by Solomon Pollard.
The doctor is in.
A.K.A. Dr. P. Music and production arrangements by Dr. P and the Atlanta Sub Factor. God is good all the time. You have been listening to He Says, She Says with your co-hosts, Andrea Carr Willis and Reginald Dye. Tune in again next week on the FIA Broadcasting Network. He Says, She Says. See ya.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts of this show are not associated with FIA Broadcast Network or its affiliates.
What I was going to tell everybody is that content developer over here is two of them.
Her.
She's been speaking to a group called Sisters.
Okay.
And this group put on my Facebook page, we are bringing a bus load of teens and preteens. That ain't even it. Oh, dang it. Okay.
That ain't it.
A bus load of teens and preteens from Richmond.
Okay.
Not Richmond, Georgia.
In Rankin County?
Richmond, Virginia.
Now, can I clap?
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Richmond, Virginia. When I saw that, I saw that Richmond County. Then she said, call me at 8:04. I was like, what?
804.
I said, Lord, hallelujah, Jesus.
Yes, all over a conversation.
What did I tell you?
Jesus.
What did I tell you Sunday?
Richmond.
What did I tell you
love
Sunday?
favor. Virginia?
I gotta share this. Allison from
574
Knoxville.
miles away.
Allison
They're
from-
driving down. Yes.
Allison from Knoxville, Tennessee says, I agree with the Northern Belle. Wish I had waited. We all wish we had waited.
Allison.
Yeah, the show has started.
Oh, Dr. Can you turn the music down a little bit on the after show? My mother has said that she can't hear us.
You know
And
what?
She wants to hear us. That was the only request she had.
Did you want me?
Mama, you know Mama does.
How long have you been on, Dr. P?
Allison, I love you. I agree with you.
Whatever.
Okay, what about the Virginia?
Right.
The bus trip?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because I want to make sure, because I know she's watching.
Aww.
She said call her Kizzy.
Kizzy. Shout out to Kizzy. We love you. From the A. From the A.
From VA to the A.
Right.
Kunta Kinte daughter.
No. Don't talk about our career.
Exactly. That's our
gonna
sister
get
now.
you.
We're going to improvise Sisters along with House of Chloe and Teens What's the Rush.
And
We-
franchises
yes.
all over. I'm telling
Yes.
you, international.
Our first stop is Virginia. That's
Wow.
why.
That's what
Exactly.
she said. She said
And
that on
that's my
Saturday.
home, so-
Yes, she did say that on Saturday. Wow.
See, the first chapter is going in Virginia. My cousin, he put on Facebook, he said, cuz, how are you doing all these things? And this is how he talk. How are you doing all these things? You're amazing. This is how he
It's
talk.
God.
He look at you like, oh, you're
in me.
amazing.
Wow.
It's the God in me.
I'm like,
Exactly. When I say God is working, I called Sherelle. I was like, girl, guess what? But she had already got the email.
Wow.
So she was like, who is these people?
Who are they? I didn't even talk to anybody. Who's doing this? Who's doing this? Right? How did this happen?
Yes. Awesome.
There's a couple people coming from Houston.
Wow.
Yes.
God is awesome.
Well, don't you even start crying up in here.
I'm
You sissy.
not.
Let her cry.
You can cry. What does this do?
Right, we're bringing the tears back in.
Yeah, you
thought that
waving
was-
them- you waving them back in.
We're
You
focusing on the hands so the tears don't flow.
I thought that was for the makeup.
I don't
Isn't that
know.
for the makeup when they do that?
Oh,
So the makeup won't run?
I'm gonna try that next time.
See, one thing, when you talk about expanding your territory, it's
crying in baseball
okay.
or TV.
You know what?
He told me that. We're like emotional.
When you think about a movement goes ahead of you. You just have to catch up with the movement.
Woo!
What did pastor say? What did
And I'm telling you, when you think about expanding your territory, we're not talking about praying.
Shade back.
That's what we've been praying for.
Did I tell you that? And I told her, and I know she was busy, but I said, the Lord, we have to get together and talk about international connections. I said, because it's going to get ahead of us, and we got to be able to sit down and just, scale and write down the framework of this bigger vision.
Exactly.
Because it can get ahead of you.
And it has. It's
you understand what I'm trying to say?
God said, if you do the ministry, He'll do the miracle. Ain't that what Pastor Lee said Sunday?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Oh my God, it was so powerful.
It's true.
I'm like shouting. Next thing I know, my friend was right there. I'm like, where did you come from? I mean, I'm sitting here
And
she's sitting
my flesh was like, don't you go over there. I was like, I was like,
it was burning. It was burning.
She had to go. Yeah.
Dr. P, they're killing me in here, man. This is just.
When he complains about me being emotional.
It was a drawing of the spirit. I had to get. When I'm telling you, that was set up for us. I'm telling you, because I just said, Lord, have your way. Holy Ghost, have your way. Because it needed to be, that anointing was so powerful, he couldn't suppress it.
Yes, Sherelle called me and
I
told me
was
that.
like this, and before I knew it, she was on me. I was like, oh my God, I love you so much. We got tears, my eyelash hanging on. I left out there with one eyelash. I took that sucker off.
Everybody was like, rubbing and girls, I'm like, this is tears of joy.
This is tears of joy. Yes. Wow. This was tears of joy, and it was like,
ooh, God is remarkable.
Before you knew it, I know the whole church was like this, but everybody had their own reason.
I'm telling you.
Why?
It was so I didn't quite understand where the Lord was going with your ministry until tonight. You put your testimony on top of mine. That's why.
Yep.
The things that
and
you
that's
go
why
through are part of your future moments that you'll be bringing. And without
Lord
that understanding, you're just another person who's talking about a subject. But when
exactly.
It's like a smoker telling someone you shouldn't smoke.
You don't smoke.
I've been there. That's more powerful than
somebody who's never
smoked.
absolutely. That's what I
trying
say.
to warning signs. Go and pick it in.
That there's an anointing. That there's history underneath your anointing, and that makes it.
Exactly.
So now I get it. Yeah. Before now, I was thinking, okay, he's doing a wonderful thing in her, but usually with everybody, when their ministry kicks in and starts and goes forward, they've been somewhere that makes that ministry make sense.
Yeah.
David
He
was.
just put it. He just brought it home.
David was anointed king. He was a shepherd boy. He was called in from the pasture.
Yeah.
Which means he was in the pasture with the sheep and the mess.
I thought I heard the
In
door.
spite of all of the mess, he's anointed king.
Right. That's all right.
And through that process of being anointed and appointed,
Yeah.
that mess prepared him for the mess against Saul.
Yes.
And God has a way of taking us through messy situations in order to send that message. And yeah, I ain't know none of that. And you just told
And it was
the world.
time.
And it was time for you to tell the world.
Exactly.
And now God is just going to continue to elevate you and take you to higher places. Hey, brother, how you? Good.
It does. It puts a different spin on it when you, because that's not my testimony. So I wouldn't be able to come with as much power and authority as you would. Even though I'm on the mission, I'm on the, with you. So I come with the anointing that God has given me. Being a mother, being a parent, being a
Exactly.
woman of God has gone through so much.
What happened? We rehearsed 2 or 3 times Saturday, and then I said, okay, let's talk. And I told the kids where it all came from. And the very next time we rehearsed, what happened, Andre? It was like
bang, bang, bang. They did the awesome job. I knew they did because everybody felt it. And that's because, see, they couldn't understand where I was coming from when I kept telling them they had to be one with the character, they had to feel the character. They couldn't feel it because they didn't understand it. But once you put it on the forefront and we all kind of like pinned in our little small testimonies to let them know that not only has Sherelle experienced some things, but we all have too. So that's why we can honestly tell you guys about this.
That's right.
And once you did that, it was like, everybody's crying.
Passion and pain
so that
were
power
together.
came, exactly. And that was drive.
And see, when I first came to the first forum, One thing that I wanted to share with you is that there has to be a time out. It has to be a check-in, because you don't know what somebody just went through that week. So you can have a mission. Sometimes you can be so caught up in the mission. We got to do this. We got to do this. But we forget about the individual. You want them to grow. You want them to be able to talk about their experiences. So if you have a check-in, or let's meet, let's just talk. What's going on with y'all? What's going on? Then they won't feel that they're the only ones, or I'm just doing this, I'm putting on a facade just to get through. You're really helping them through whatever they're going through. Because she may not be able to say the things that she needs to say to you.
Exactly.
Yes, and Isis and I talked about that because she's really telling my story. And I didn't realize she was telling my story until I sat and listened to her. I didn't realize that was me. I almost died from being being pregnant as a teenager. I miscarried.
Wow.
And my friend took me to the hospital, and they caught it just in time. The doctor said, had I not been there, I would have hemorrhaged to death.
That happened to me too.
And I forgot.
I wasn't a teen,
I forgot
but it
that. Because Isis isn't my first child. She's my first full-term pregnancy.
Right.
I had been pregnant right before her.
You know, when we talk about our
And I
bodies
forgot.
weren't ready.
They were not ready.
It's just something just hit me now. I'm 38. And 10 years ago, I had to have an emergency hysterectomy. And the doctors were like, you're so young. And it didn't dawn on me until right now that girl, my body began so early.
Yes, yes.
And great. And it, baby, that at 28 years old, I couldn't give my husband any children. Because I had an emergency hysterectomy because I could have hemorrhaged to death. And they told me if I don't take this out, you one or two things. You could try the pill and see if that regulates your cycle. But you might hemorrhage to death.
Right. See, and you forgot,
Right there.
and I
So
forgot.
That helps them abstain from
I forgot.
Strenuous activity on your body.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just like professional athletes. A lot of people don't know. When they're coming up, they're in their prime, and they're training and so much intense training. Not your normal walk through the neighborhood. Intense training. And when their careers are over and that intense training stops, then that's when they start having all these complications. Wayman Tisdale played in the NBA, played college ball, just subject to intense training. But when you stop playing basketball, you start putting on all this weight, and then that's when everything started happening: diabetes, the cancer, the heart ailments, and before you know it, boom, it's gone. And when we make those decisions to have sex, and then not only do you have soul ties on the physical level,
That's another. And that's a big thing.
People's
Soul
body
ties.
chemistry don't match.
Wow. They don't.
And something that's inside of somebody else's body, and it don't even have to be an STD.
That's right.
Something that's in somebody's body can have a negative reaction on another person's body.
Absolutely.
And as that time goes on, all of a sudden, boom, and you wondering how it happened. You have no idea.
You're absolutely right.
If at the end of the day, as I said, if you have been successful in teaching young girls that the word virgin is a beautiful thing.
Oh,
yes.
How wonderful
It is.
to say to some guy, no one has ever known me but the first girl I had was a girlfriend of mine. There was a boy who came up to me. She swore they were just friends. And he was asking me intimate questions about her that I hadn't figured out yet. So obviously he knew her. That instantly changed.
See, this is what girls
If she
need
hadn't
to
done
hear.
anything to me, other than maybe a little bit of a lie or a little bit of, I'm not really sure to tell you that. But that changed it all for me. It's very nice, so beautiful. If you can teach the girl,
It is a beautiful
that's
thing.
a wonderful thing. And
It
teach
is.
the boy,
I was just going to say
that
that.
would be very nice, so that when you hang your name on somebody, you can
That's
say,
it for life.
mine.
For life. Nobody want to be there. It's me forever.
That is the most
My
territory. That is beautiful.
That is really,
That's
really.
the two pieces I think that the V word just is lost on.
It has.
Yes.
Because sadly,
And that's true.
Value.
That's true.
V for value.
They took the value of it.
Yeah.
Because now it's the thing where if you not a virgin, then you're okay. You're in the in crowd.
Oh,
you know?
you're
And
more
so that's,
in than out.
That's what they are, programmed to think now. So if we take it back and say, hey, having the V word, means that I'm number one. I'm top. I'm top dog.
Yeah.
Then it makes it like, okay, I'm special. I still got that special,
And that's how, within the public service announcement that's on the website, teenswhatsttherush.com, all you have to do is go to the first page of teenwhatsttherush.com and hit play. You'll see the public service announcement.
Yeah.
Within that 3.5 minute PSA, you'll see one of the characters saying, I still have my V card. Oral sex ain't having sex.
But it is.
It is.
But it is.
Intimacy.
It is.
It's
It
intimacy.
is. If you brush your teeth and you floss and you nick any part of your gums and you have oral sex with someone and they have something,
You got it.
you got it. That itty bitty little microscopic cut, you got it.
You got it.
It's not gonna, it may not be something that's gonna kill you, but it's why I want it in your mouth.
No, yes, it's still.
It's
And that's what they
still
need to know.
Sex. It's sex. And a teacher told me in a middle school that the new goodnight kiss is oral sex. Thanks for dinner. No. This is what he
But you know
told
what?
me.
The
The
part-
new goodnight kiss is oral sex.
The part that we're not talking about too, because girls are so concerned in keeping their vaginas closed.
The V card closed.
They're also having anal.
They open up the back door.
And that's what we need to talk
that's
about.
Yeah.
Because as long as I keep that closed,
No, I'm sorry.
I mean,
but that's
seriously,
real talk.
but
And this is middle
that's
school.
what's
This is
going
not
on,
just
because I
high
heard
school.
that. I heard that. Somebody told me that moving down here, somebody actually said to me, "Are you bringing your niece?" Because she's 15. She was 14 at the time, turning 15. And I was like, yeah. They was like, Atlanta might be a little too fast for her. You might not want to bring her down here because the little girls in the middle schools are subjecting to anal sex versus having sex because they want to keep their virginity. And I was like, well, okay, first of all, she has a brain of her own. You know what I'm saying? And what I instill in her, I'm sure she'll still be fine. And if she had actually wanted to stay and not go back with her mom, then she would have been here. Because I don't judge. So I'm not going to say I can't raise her here. You know what I'm saying? Because of what else everybody else is doing. But it just was a thing of, I was surprised because I'm like, what?
just to say
because,
that
hello?
I haven't been touched this way, I'm still a virgin. Baby, it's the same. No matter what portion of your body is used.
Yeah.
You coming to
this is,
and that needs to be taught. When I heard that, I was devastated. I said, I wouldn't want that anti-way. You don't understand.
Girl, I mean, I'm
that's
just
a
sitting here like,
violation.
hello?
And you're just giving it away. No. And the thing that bothers me, if you're doing all of this now, what are you going to be doing in 5,
when you
10
get grown,
years?
when you are old enough to do it.
And this is one of the things that I say. I don't want you to grow up too fast because then what are you going to have to look forward to? When we were 16, we looked forward to 21 because we could do this. If I did it at 16,
you did everything.
and then that makes you go into do other things that you have no business doing because now you want the next high.
And my mom used to say this to me all the time. When I was younger, we had kiddie clubs. Where we would go to, and actually the kiddie clubs close at 1 o'clock in the morning. So that's really not a kiddie club. When you think about it. You got 13-year-olds from 13 to 18 was the age range.
Yeah, they still
or
have
whatever. Okay, now her thing to me was, Tamika, why do you have to go to this place every weekend? Do you realize that you are going to a nightclub every weekend? So you're going to party every weekend and you're only 13 years old. So when you become 19 and 20 and you're old enough to actually go to the club, you're not going to want to go to the club because you're going to be all burnt out.
And that's it right
and that's
there.
what
that's
happened.
Key.
I'm a little old lady now who don't go nowhere. You know what I'm
you done
saying?
did it.
I'm serious. I don't like the club.
You done
know
done
what
it
I
all.
tell people? It's like, okay, I don't like a lot of people.
Wait,
you
I've done it
know,
all,
all
yeah.
these people and they jumping
I gotta
around.
say something funny. Your husband will love it though. Your husband loves it.
Exactly.
She at home.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a sense of.
But I know what you mean. I didn't have
it's
a
a sense
joke
of
about that.
you really I mean, you like
done there.
Why
Done
am
that
I going to the club? For what?
You seen
know,
it.
and
Done
that's
it.
what.
Absolutely.
So now people be like, well, you got to go network. So you got to go out to the club now because you're in another business. Like, so I'm like, okay, now I can deal with it that way, but I'm still gonna have to find me a laid back club where they play old people good and music.
You know, not the same. Old people going to the network, but their motives are not the same.
Exactly, but that's why I said I need to be in a laid back area where there's not a lot of people, and you know, little old people good in music. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't be with the young, the teeny boppers. I can't do that. I can't do that. That's not gonna happen.
No.
Because the moment I see them, I'm like, okay.
You gotta tap into the right forums.
Right.
Really
Exactly.
They're out there.
So it's a sense of, you know, I understand what she was trying to tell
Friday,
me.
On Saturday, the 16th, after. Let's let that be known. What's the address, please? Could you tell us about that?
Sure.
Because there is an adult program going on for adults.
Yes.
Real
The after
adults.
party, right?
The after party.
Exactly.
This I'm going to.
Well, we're calling it the Jazz Cafe.
The Jazz
Get a chance to
Cafe.
set that tone.
And I
set
love
the
that.
mood.
I love that because that's what I'm into now. Like, okay, you know, I
Listen
did
to some
the
music,
rough
relax.
music and
Right.
you know the rap music and everything. So now I'm more on a. I want a mellow music.
that's
You
what it
know, I
should
want to
be.
be mellowed out and laid back and relaxing. You know,
We're excited.
while you're
It's
mingling.
time. It
You know,
really is time, and that's why we're in the historical village of Stone Mountain, and it's 5407 or 5407 East Mountain Street in Stone Mountain.
We will be
right,
there.
right at the heart.
And
we
so
will be
they
there.
can contact you where to get more information if they need it.
Okay, yes, please call. It's 404-583-3443. We are asking for a $15 donation because it is a foundation. So we just want to create the environment for women and to just come together as well. This time actually it's for men and women. This Saturday.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
So we invite you out.
Yeah, see, well, isn't that the perfect segue? See how I do things? I'm just
Yes, you're just awesome.
Yeah,
shout out everybody.
Because you know, the House of Chloe being at the forum and taking care of the adults, the
Yes.
parents, and the guardians. Come on now. They're going to love what the House of Chloe
Yes,
has to
I
offer
can't
at
wait.
the forum. So
Oh.
just imagine going to the house. It's a real house, y'all.
But you
Real.
know what? You
The real house. It's not just the title.
But you know what? It's
The
and
House of
again, you know,
Chloe.
parents, just imagine what our kids are going through because parents are trying to find themselves.
Exactly.
So just imagine how tough it is for these teens out here now.
Hello, I grew up with my daughter.
Yeah.
We grew up together.
Wow.
That's so true. And when you don't have, when you're young, what do? You still have to grow up.
Exactly.
So you're growing up as your child grows up, which for me I think was a blessing.
You coming Saturday?
Of course.
Yes.
Doing sound, okay?
Oh, yes. I forgot to say that.